Hey guys, my name is Jim Aspel. I'm a board certified workers' compensation attorney in Farmington, Connecticut. And I wanted to talk to you today about whether or not it's possible to settle your workers' compensation shoulder injury claim after you've had surgery on the affected shoulder. The short answer is yes. And generally, those are pretty good cases to settle. The most common shoulder operations that we see here in our practice are rotator cuff repairs. Sometimes we see laces of adhesions procedures. Occasionally, we'll see manipulation under anesthesia. And then, becoming more frequently, we see total shoulder replacements and reverse shoulder replacements, also known as shoulder arthroplasties or reverse shoulder arthroplasties. Now, if you have a compensable workers' compensation case, all of the costs associated with that surgery are going to be paid by the workers' compensation carrier. They're going to pay for the cost of the surgery. They're going to pay for any therapy while you're recovering from that surgery. Additionally, they're going to pay you for any lost time while you're out recovering from that surgery. Now, these cases typically have pretty good settlement value. The reason being, if you've had some sort of invasive procedure like a surgery, um, you're going to be entitled to some sort of permanent partial disability rating under the American Association guidelines. Generally, what we see is in a rotator cuff repair, we get a permanent partial impairment rating somewhere in the 10 to 15% range. With laces of adhesions, it'd be a little bit less than that. And then going upwards from there, if you have a shoulder replacement or a reverse shoulder replacement, again, also known as a shoulder arthroplasty, your surgeon may use that term. In those cases, typically we're seeing permanencies coming in the 20 to 25% range. So that's a pretty substantial rating, particularly if it involves your master shoulder. So uh, after your surgery, that's a pretty good time to consider settling your case. Um, by and large, the permanency rating hasn't been assigned by the surgeon yet. Most surgeons will typically give you your PPD or your permanency rating approximately a year after the procedure. Um, any workers' compensation lawyer with significant experience is going to be able to estimate what your PPD rating would be and by and large value the case going forward. So yes, it certainly is possible to settle your workers' compensation shoulder injury claim even after you've had surgery. Again, those would be good cases to settle, and after the surgery would be an appropriate time to consider doing that. Just as a quick aside, one of the things you want to keep in mind when you're settling that case is the type of procedure that you had. If you just had a standard rotator cuff repair and you're a younger worker, someone in their 30s or perhaps late 20s, we see that from time to time, you have to keep in mind that occasionally these shoulders are going to become problematic as you get older. And what happens is arthritis is going to set in. You're going to have additional difficulties that may not be readily apparent to you at the time of the surgery. So, if you're going to settle out that case, you want to make sure that you speak with an experienced attorney so that you can get an opinion as to what may go wrong with that shoulder down the road. If you close out your workers' compensation case and you don't take into account all of those things that could possibly go sideways as you get older, you preclude your right to come back and ask for compensation for those when you turn 50 or 60 and all of a sudden your shoulder is barking and you need further treatment. So keep that in mind. Again, that's something any experienced workers' compensation attorney is going to know and they're going to price the case accordingly. Hopefully that will help. If you have any questions about that, feel free to call us at any point. We're in Farmington, 860-523-8783. You can visit our website, www.ctworkinjurylawyer.com. If you found the video helpful, I would appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. That does help us with the algorithm. And I would invite you to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to learn more about various Connecticut workers' compensation topics. Again, if you have any questions, give us a call. My name is Jim Aspel, board certified workers' comp lawyer, Farmington, Connecticut. Hope you have a nice day and thanks for your time.